Do mean the way, but in this case maybe Kyudo. In this case maybe I would say the way of thinking. Maybe way of way of thinking. Do means like way of being something, right? And Kyudo, and in this case I would say same as how people had to be in their life.
Kanjuro Shibata the 21st. And that are all Kanjuro Shibatas. As soon as they take over this position, the name that they have as a young people change to Kanjuro Shibata, first, second, and so on. In the 21st generation, there's a really close connection to the Japanese emperor, the family. Before they made the yumis, they practiced Kyudo, of course, but they started to teach beginning of the 20th century. And they had a dojo in Kyoto, and now they are coming to the West and teaching us.
And the hand should be straight. People are waiting for me to come. That's why I like to come here. Because of I have a lot of very good Kyudo practitioners as my friends. That's one of the very important things for me.
56. 56. Really?
Actually, I was searching for, let's say, spiritual path that I like to go. And my idea was, might be it's Kyudo. After 3 hours I knew, well, he's the master, Shibata Sensei. Yeah, that's my teacher. The question was, who is your teacher? And we said, oh, Sensei, that's you. And he said, no, it's a yumi.
I can tell you a little bit about the yumi. It's built from different materials. This is wood. These are 2 layers of bamboo. This is wood again, and this is bamboo again, and then wood again. Most yumis are really custom built, made to the purpose that they are used to. So a customer will come up to Sensei and say, I'd like a yumi for me, this and that size, this and that strength, and I will use it every day, or I will use it every month. And then he can think about what would be the best. You can have a preference for a kind of wood, or he will give you a kind of wood that would suit you. So a yumi is a complicated thing, and every yumi reacts differently to the shooter, the Kyudoka. And that is why we say the yumi is your master, because you get a different response from the yumi at every shot. This is why the yumi is so important, and we treat it as kind of holy thing within the Kyudo realm. Real formal way is to do it like this. You kneel on one knee, you take it up with your left hand, and you stand up.
And working with a yumi, it's working with a form, with a really form that has many details you have to put attention on to do it correctly. And it's not that it's correct or nice, that it's workable, that you can shoot. Take them off.
I open that.
So we will look at the yumi that will suit you and a ya that will suit you. You take a ya and you take your right hand. You put the tip on your sternum in the middle of your body. You stretch your hand and then the ya should be about 3 fingers longer than where you have. If I have a short ya, then this could happen. And I could even break my yumi because my ya is too short.
Hey! 始めます。
始めます。
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sensei.
May I use your yard? It's this one. Thank you.
There are 2 different kinds. There is the kind with feathers, and there is the kind without feathers. They are meant for the long distance, for shooting on the platform to the mato, as we say it, the target, which is in the little house far away. And the unfeathered ya we use for practice on the hay bales or the reed bales, which we call a makiwara target, a practice target, which will be at about 2 meters distance. And because of the ya doesn't have to fly so far within this short distance, you don't need the feathers. And on a longer distance, it will have to fly really far, 28 meters to be precise, and then it needs the feathers. A makiwara ya, so a practice ya for close range target practice, for the reed bales, has a round tip and the long distance yas that will, when it's good, land in the sand, have a hollow tip.
And that's working with the form, and then you work with your own emotions. I didn't hit the target. Things like this. Wow, it worked. And it doesn't matter in our school. So it makes the body uplifted from the form, and from this energy you are working with, pushing, pulling, strong yumi or not so strong yumi, but there's tension, a lot of tension, and then you open up immediately. And this opening up, I think it's a really sharp practice to open your heart, to have a sense for the space you're in.
So you are the 21st generation of yumi maker.
Hi.
And so you are also the 21st generation of practicing Kyudo. So what is your school?
Heki, Bishu, Chikurin. That's all.
The Kyudo that is practiced in the Japanese Kyudo Federation is, as far as I know, developed after World War II. They raise the yumi in front of you, and then they look to the mato, to the target, and then they start to push and pull. And in our style, we look, and the picture is like a tiger to a rabbit. The arms follow, and then we start push-pulling. So it's the main difference that it is a really old tradition.
What do you think about pride and Kyudo?
Yeah, I'm very proud when I hit the mato twice, and then I do the next shot and the yamegi goes on the roof. And that's really a reflection of my emotions.
It's a strong practice, but it shows you your fragility all the time. You can never actually lay down and rest and think, okay, done. It's always a kind of new challenge popping up somewhere and makes you think about something else and makes you work on yourself in very different ways. And it's very challenging. And also what I like is when you look at the different practitioners, everybody has its very own way to express Kyudo. And sometimes I just love to sit and watch because it's a fabulous way to show yourself.
I like the family atmosphere. Being able to share with my friends the practice and this way of discovering ourselves, discovering our hearts. That's what I most like.
I like that it constantly keeps asking people to change.
What do I like in Kyudo? What I like is that I'm getting in contact with my body more and more, that I get integrated in my body, and what I like the most is to open my heart.
You cannot see it, you can feel it.
Every time I practice fresh and new. This is magic for me.
No, I don't think it's magic. It's very much from Earth. And but to practice it, that's magic.
It's an expression of life. You can see life in there. You can analyze your own life. You find your own life. You live your life. And it gives a lot of energy.
What I like in Kyudo,
Oui.
it's a challenge, and it doesn't go by itself. But as each time when I practice, I learn something new. So it feels like I'm slowly learning.
Everything. I like the form, it's very beautiful. And I like the fact that We work with our strength and with the warrior inside, and we are using a weapon. But at the same time, you must be very gentle with yourself and find softness. So that's combination. And also, I like the fact that Yumi is made by our hand, and it's something that is kind of alive and fragile.
It's so precious that he comes here every year, to teach us.
It's amazing how I like Kyudo. Yeah, it's boring and it's very slow. No, from my point of view, it's not too boring, and of course it's slow, but it's a rhythm which I like. I like this rhythm. The sound of the I like that. I like that.
Think you will come back?
I don't think I will come back. I'm sure I will.
One of the quality of our school that every practitioner who maybe comes for the second time to a program appreciates a lot. It is familiar feeling. It feels like you come back to your family. And also with Sensei, you can talk to him. Maybe he gives you not the answer you are expected, but he talks with you. He's a normal human being, and that he's very generous. And so this family feeling has also the quality of generosity.
Okay, I like to live in the countryside. Maybe not deep in the mountain, but countryside. Right. I like to make a little dojo, maybe not little dojo, and also my workshop. Then maybe and dormitory. And then my idea that anytime people want, they can come to my place. Sometimes they can stay by themselves, right? Then they can practice by themselves. Yeah, it's not my part of my business. It's my kind of dream. Yeah.
And then Westerners will come.
Yeah. Especially for Western Kyudo students.